is it you're gonna do to me? Find me another place to stay. You ever gonna let me see your face? Quietly out loud is still cold.
Eric's Trip are an indie rock band from Canada. They were formed in 1990 and they're still going, but they've had some breaks along the way. They're named after a Sonic Youth song, and they started apparently as grunge and became more lo-fi indie after a while. The listing of what they've released on Wikipedia has a lot of cassettes and EPs, but over this period of time, since 1990 to 9, so what's that? 32 years, they've had 3 studio albums and 4 live albums. Hi, my name's Dan. So this is listed as being their first studio album, but it's not really a studio album. First full-length album that wasn't independently released, I think, is the categorization. And it's my first encounter with them. I didn't know who they were. I didn't know what they were like until I started listening. So it's largely kind of, indie rock. Some of it's a bit more acoustic, some of it's a bit more grungy, and it sounds as if it's mostly home recorded, and I believe that this is true. It's very lo-fi in its approach with that, but also that includes being not in tune all the time, actually quite badly out of tune at times. I would say that it was also not well mastered, so it definitely has a kind of bedroom recording feel, and maybe that's what they were going for. There are different voices involved. So there is a female member in the band, so she sings 2 or 3 of the songs, and they kind of mix it up. So my problem with this may be because in the past I have been involved with some music and some recording, and one of the things that normal recording strives for is to get rid of background noises and to be in tune and to have quality and for it to sound like it's at least reasonably polished, and they've definitely gone the other way here. So I struggle with it. It may be that there are lots of other people who don't struggle with it, but I think that, there may be people who like their music to be recorded with a certain amount of quality. So it has some nicer points in it. There's a really nice point with some harmonies that I liked, but there are other oddities as well. There's quite a lot of hissing stuff. There's one track where it sounds like they've had it on a tape and then they've messed about with the tape and making it slow down and stop. There's background sounds going on. There's bits of speech that sound as if they were kind of caught in the ambience whilst they were doing recordings or in between recordings. Actually, kind of putting aside all the low-finess of it, I'm not sure that the songs are that great. I think that the attention for this album is mostly on the fact that it sounds so lo-fi. Having said that, it does have a kind of charm to the songs. There's a kind of naivety to it, and I guess if you are up for the lo-fi-ness of things, it has a kind of charm in being lo-fi. It's got this kind of feeling of your next door neighbours chucking something together. The problem with your next door neighbours chucking something together is that unless your next door neighbours have a lot of talent, it's going to sound quite like this, I think. So ultimately, I'm not keen. It may be that you like this album better than me. I suspect there's quite a lot of people out there who like this more than I do. And I'd love to know what the qualities are that you hear in this that maybe I'm missing. So please let me know in the comments below. That's it from me for now.
I'd like to talk to you. I'd like to let you know how and when I follow you. Just what I'm thinking and why when I'm eyeing you. From the corner of my eyes seem to close red shine. I'm allergic to love.